Hey dudes, my name is Reards and this is my review of the Kindle Touch 6-inch ebook reader, or the 2016 version. Let's roll it. Let's start with the design on this thing. It has a very clean look and a very simplistic design. It is very lightweight, very thin. It comes in two colors. I have the white one and you can get the black one as well. Personally, I think this is the best design of all Kindles. They had the one with the keyboard and the one with the buttons everywhere, and they just looked really ugly. There's a single button at the bottom for switching it on and off, and a micro USB port for charging the device. It is as basic as it gets, but that's the point. This is an e-reader device and nothing else. The display is not lit, which means that you cannot read the books when it's dark, just like real books. The Kindle Paperwhite version has a lit display, but it is more expensive, so they had to cut some corners to make this device more cheaper, which is great because then more people can afford it. You could buy this little attachable light on eBay, but that just looks stupid. It has anti-reflective display, which is great for reading, especially in sunlight if you enjoy reading books outside. Well, I don't know how that feels because there's no sun in Scotland and it rains all the time. Back to the Kindle. It has 4 GB of memory in this, which might not seem a lot if my old iPhone 6 has 64 GB in it. But the typical size of an ebook is about 1.8 MB, which means that this little thing could hold up to 2,000 ebooks, which probably is enough. Plus, you can always delete all the books just to free up some space in case you read all those 2,000 books. I have over 50 books in this little thing, which probably will take me about 5 years to read, so you'll probably never run out of space. It also has a Wi-Fi and Bluetooth built in. If you shop for your books on your laptop, you can easily send your books to your Kindle via Bluetooth, or if you want to browse the books in the bookshop on Amazon in the Kindle, you can just easily connect to the Wi-Fi and get the book straight into the Kindle. You can also connect your headphones to this Kindle via Bluetooth in case you want to listen to some audiobooks. And because of the Wi-Fi, you can send quotes of books to your own email or your friends or Twitter, because everyone does that, right? There is a plus on the fact that this thing doesn't have a lit display, and that's the battery life. Since December, I have charged this thing twice, and I still have 44% battery life. The internet says that with one charge, it will last you 3 weeks if you read it about an hour a day. And I do read about an hour a day and the battery just never runs out, which is amazing. So I never have to worry about forgetting to charge my book. And in the times when everything needs to be charged, my iPhone needs to be charged 5 times a day, my headphones need to be charged, my well, I don't have an Apple Watch, but you know what I mean. If everything depends on battery life, it is good to know that at least my Kindle has a well-lasting battery. I tend to read very heavy books in the both meanings of the word. If I'm traveling, it is always really hard to choose the right book for the airplane or on the sunny beach. Imagine if you have a very long airplane ride ahead of you, you're a few pages in the book and you realize it's just boring. But you already packed this one book, so what now? Or if I made up a nice library for myself and now I'm moving to another country and I can't take all these books with me. Or if I wanted to take a book to work and read it in my lunchtime, or take it anywhere in general. These books are big and heavy, but now I have the same exact books just in this tiny little Kindle, which only weighs 161 grams, and it's also the lightest of all Kindles. It is the perfect balance of lightness. It's light enough not to notice that you put it in your backpack and you can take it anywhere without feeling bothered, but it also feels heavy enough not to feel like a cheap piece of crap from eBay. You know what I mean? This little Kindle was the first ebook that I've ever had, and I have to be honest, in the beginning it does feel a little bit weird to read a book-like text on a digital screen, but because the screen is black and white, or at least beige-ish colors, it really resembles a book a lot. It took me less than a day to feel completely comfortable to read a Kindle just like I read normal books, and because the page is a little bit smaller than traditional book pages, I flip through the pages a lot faster and it feels like I'm actually reading a lot faster even though I'm not. You can also download the Kindle app on your iPhone or your tablet or whatever, and you can connect 6 different devices to your account and have the same books on all these devices. But I do enjoy reading from the Kindle instead of an iPad or an iPhone because you don't get any distracting notifications. You can just concentrate on reading your books, and you don't want to go into different applications and look at Instagram and Facebook or watch YouTube videos on it. It's just an electronic book. I mentioned before that I like to read more heavier books, and a lot of times I don't know what a lot of words mean. And especially in Lev Tolstoy's case, where he uses a lot of French dialogues and words which I clearly don't understand. And if you're reading any of his books from a paper book, then that's it, you don't understand what it means. But with Kindle, you can press on any single word in the Kindle book and it has a dictionary, so it tells you what it means. Or if you're connected to Wi-Fi, you can have Wikipedia, which explains even deeper, or you can get translations to different languages. It only has few languages as far as I can tell, but maybe it will be updated in the future, I don't know. And you can also select for the Kindle to write up automatically explanations for more harder words, and select the level of how many words you want explained, which really helps with your vocabulary. The prices of books. Prices vary a lot. The most popular books that just came out and everyone wants to read are about $12.99. Stuff that the majority of people will read, like Twilight, 50 Shades of Grey, Harry Potter books, those are about £5 each. But older books and more intellectual literature will be super cheap. I guess no one just wants to read that. For example, collected works of Dostoevsky or Tolstoy or Nietzsche or Immanuel Kant, all of those cost 49 pence, and usually it includes minimum 8 books. For example, this book in a bookstore was £35, this book in a bookshop was £20, this was £22, and I got all of them for 49 pence in the collections, which means that each of these books on Kindle was about 8 pence, which is just ridiculous. The same books, the same exact words, the only difference is that you didn't have to cut any trees down, which is good. But the Amazon bookstore online actually has a big selection of free books in case you don't want to pay for them. They are kind of indie authors and not very well established yet, but hey, free books. And that kind of brings me to the Amazon Kindle Unlimited bullshit. When you get yourself a Kindle, Amazon offers you a free 1-month trial for the Amazon Kindle Unlimited. It is not the same as Amazon Prime, but it's just like Netflix for ebooks. After that 1 month ends, you have to start paying $7.99 a month just to have that subscription going. That means supposedly you get all these books for free, right? Not really, because most of the popular books and the newest books you will still have to pay for. They're not going to be included in the unlimited part, which is kind of limited. And the second you cancel your subscription, all those books disappear. So overall it feels like paying for books and actually having to keep those books seems to be a lot cheaper than having that subscription. Because most probably I will not spend £96 a year on books, because I have spent £10, 40 pence on books, and I have 57 books at the moment, which will take me minimum 5 years to read all of them. So that would be about £480 if I would pay for subscriptions instead of the tenner that I just spent. I'm not the best in math, right? But by my calculations, if you're gonna be a slow reader, Kindle Unlimited is not worth it. There's plenty more different features in this little thing, but if I keep talking, this video will just never end, and that's not good for either one of us. So in conclusion, should you buy this Kindle ebook reader? This is not a gadget that everyone desperately needs in their home, but if you do enjoy reading books and you take your books outside the house, this is a great alternative to paper books. I have definitely enjoyed having this little thing, and I would advise it to other book nerds just like me. And most probably I will never ever buy a paper book again, just because I can have all those books sit in this tiny little library. If you have any questions about this Kindle or questions in general, leave them in the comment section and I will definitely reply. Or if you already have a Kindle or any other ebook reader, tell me your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video useful, leave a like. And if you want to see more tech review videos, I'll leave a playlist right here. And if you want to watch more videos in the future, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!